WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, tasting often rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have a single barrel from Koval Distillery, single barrel whiskey, bottled and bond, rye, distilled in Chicago, hand select, Kirsch import, cask number 5628. Bottled and bond means exactly 50%, at least 4 years of age. Number of bottles, 202, according to Whiskybase, number 227678. This arrived in Germany around March of 2023, and this bottle, 0.5 liters, costs 54 euros. 55, actually. All right, so 54 euros. That means a liter price of almost 110 euros for a liter of this. Ouch. All right, now on the back it says the following. I like this. Distilled and bottled by Koval Inc. Very good. Chicago, Illinois. They have a DSP number IL 15005. Okay, so there's 15,000 different distilleries. There has been at least in Illinois. Certified organic by Midwest Organic Services Association Inc. Very, very good. Distilled from organic grains, mash bill 100% rye. Hey, some people like organic. It's kosher as well, by the way. And it's imported by, now I was like, what? All right, I thought it said here imported by, no, it's hand selected by Kirsch Import, but that's the name of the company, Kirsch Import. So it's imported by Private Party Imports GmbH. GmbH is the German or the German-speaking form of limited. There is a zip code 4865 Nussdorf in Austria. And there's actually a nice little URL here, www.privatepartyimports.com. So you go there to privatepartiesimports.com and it says coming soon. And I Googled a little bit further and I was like, all right, so who owns this company? As soon as you register for a limited, you have to actually then apply for it, and there's papers and paperwork and a paper trail. And you can find out and see certain sites who owns the company. And the managing director is none other than Dr. Robert Bernecker himself. He is the founder of Koval. And who is the second partner? His wife, Dr. Sonat Bernecker. Wonderful. So they actually import their whiskey themselves into Europe, which is actually very, very, very smart. Now, 0.5 liter bottles I do not think are allowed in the US, but over here in Europe they are very, very well known and used a lot, especially with German distilleries and so on. So we have a 0.5 liter bottle here for this at about 54 euros. 100% rye, organic. What am I going to compare it to? I'm going to go up to Michigan from the Journeyman Distillery, not a King whiskey. This is 60% rye, 40% corn. It's 45%. I can get this whiskey in Germany for almost 20 euros less. 34 euros. All right, so I like this. I've always felt that it has a velvety, wonderful rye moment going on here. And now I'm going to compare it to a last one. That's why I put this in the middle over here. Catoctin Creek. This is from Becky and Scott Harris. 46%, 100% rye, and it is proudly distilled by hand in copper pot stills in the rolling foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Very, very nice here. All right, so it's over here, 50 euros on sale at the moment for 44 euros for the 0.7 liter bottle, which I think is very, very, very nice. All right, so if I want a bottle, I actually want 0.7. Now everyone in America goes, I want 7.5. 7.5s are not allowed, actually, in Europe. They're illegal. So when I import something with 7.5, I actually have to put a sticker over the 700 milliliter, 750 milliliters with 700. I have to pay the export duty on them for 750, but I can only officially sell it as a 700 milliliter bottle, which is a pain in the butt. 0.5s, 500 milliliters, are allowed in Europe, according to our rules and regulations of bottle sizes in the European Union. talk about anger and a lot of hardship that's been caused because of that. All right, so on the nose, we're actually tasting the Koval. It's got a weird nose. I have like a Cracker Jack moment going on here. I have a little bit of like a overripe pear going on here. I have a little bit of red licorice over here. Not a king. I like this. I have more red licorice. I have caramel, toffee, rye, spice. Wood. And over here, the Casktype. This is darker. This has a little bit more of a dill moment going on. This has more cherry, dark cherries involved. Rye. There's no barley in there. It's 100% grain. It has more of a bread, a rye bread, pumpernickel moment almost going on here. All right. 50, 45, 46. 55 euros, 34 euros, and 50 euros or 44 euros on sale at the moment. Let's try these. Cheers. Single barrel batch 6, bottle number 2765, and I have absolutely no idea what batch or what bottle this is. Is there a bottle code someplace? Nope, can't find a thing. I like the taste of this much better. Now, Robert and Sonat Bernecker left the embassy services. They were actually stationed in America from Austria. Went to Chicago, started 2008 the distillery. Been there now for 15 years. Been doing a great job, using a lot of unique things. Always kosher, always organic. Changed a lot of rules and regulations to be able to make whiskey there. They're fairly widely available in the European market. They do speak perfect German, of course, with an Austrian accent, but hey, that's always normal. And maybe they say we speak German with a German accent instead of the real Austrian German that we should have there. I did a live stream with Robert Bernecker on Easter Sunday 4 years ago. Great guy. Met him at a couple fairs since then. Doing great stuff. This has more of a maple syrup moment going on here. I like the taste much better than I do the nose. The nose is a little bit unique, weird, special. But the taste has a nice taste. Now, they brought over 3 barrels of this to Germany, special single barrels. Either there were 2 that were just normal and 1 that was a maple syrup finish. I'm so sick and tired of maple syrup finishes by rye. There's like 20 people doing that now, and it's, if I want maple syrup on my rye whiskey, I'll pour it in there myself, is what I think. And so I only got this 1. And those are the last little 5CL that belonged to me, so I decided to finally do my video here. Not a king. Interesting enough, I always, in my brain, associate velvety with this. It might just be the 40% corn that I like compared to the 100% rye both of these have. I do get a little bit of a cherry cough syrup going on here as well. I like this. I like this better than that. So, and let's go to Casktype. Distiller's Edition. So my question is, one second, the question of the day. Number 1, not a king. My favorite. My second favorite is the Catoctin Creek Distiller's Edition. The 58% barrel proof, cask proof is a little too strong for me, but the 46, Becky actually picks out the casks herself for this, and she has specially selected casks, wonderfully done. Becky and Scott Harris, if you're ever close by the distillery, drop by, say hi from Jason, WhiskyJason. They know who I am. And that's good stuff. Better stuff, but good stuff. And this is good, but not as good. So this is going to be a C. This is going to be a little bit above the C here. Oh, I actually forgot that they actually put the Purcellville, Virginia here on the bottle. I don't know if you can see that with the light there. It's actually engraved Catoctin Creek. Very, very nicely done. I would give this actually a B minus. This is going to be a C. Maybe in this case, it's going to be a B minus. It's a C plus plus. Let's go for C plus plus. I put this into this as well. I put these two, and I thought I put a Koval Rye in there as well into our Super Rye Mega blind tasting, where I had 18 different ryes, and this was kicked out very quickly. Sazerac won. Let's see here. Sagamore was number 2. No, Jack Daniels won. Sagamore was 2, and number 3 was our Sazerac Rye, or vice versa. As I said, C, a little bit above, between C and C plus, definitely C plus. Value for money, as I said, 35 euros. This is 70 euros a liter. So this is, as I said, 50. So this is also 70 euros a liter, basically, and this is 110 euros per liter. Value for money, C minus minus, D plus plus. I think I'd get something else. Question of the day. You've been waiting for this now. What is your favorite craft rye? So not made by MGP and not made by one of the big boys in Kentucky. So no Wild Turkey Rye, no Woodford Reserve Rye, no Jim Beam Rye. All right, so does Heaven Hill? Yeah, no Rittenhouse Rye or Pikesville Rye. Nothing from the big boys, all right, of yesteryear from Kentucky or from MGP. But what is your favorite craft rye? One of these things is going to be way up there is then for me, the Journeyman. I really, really enjoy that. I do like my Sagamore. I do like my Wilderness Trail. I do like my Driftless Glen. Those are all brands we import now into Germany, so I'm very, very biased about them, I know. But what are some of the good Hard Truth Rye? Yum! All right, so what are some of the ryes that are craft that you thoroughly enjoy? Write it down in the comments here. The single barrel for Germany, nose, tastes much better. Still a little bit too pricey for my personal opinion. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, telling others, and I hope to see you here real soon. WhiskyJason. Bye-bye.